This actually kind of came up to me. I was actually, talking to a friend at a wedding recently, telling him, about our podcast and what we talk about. And one of the things he kind of brought up to me was a topic that I haven't heard about in months, and that was GameStop. And basically,
Okay.
he got super bullish on GameStop, not because of what happened in the past, but because of how they basically are leveraging what happened with their rally to basically shift their business dynamic. So they have a new CEO, they're having new initiatives within the NFT and metaverse, which basically kind of speaks to this kind of broader question that I have, which is, there's a lot of chatter on how these meme stocks are kind of leveraging that continuing community momentum and fundraising to bring about real changes. Can you talk about how you view this, and if this is all hype, or if there's some strategy behind some of these meme stocks and what they're doing with their community involvement?
Okay, yeah, sure. Definitely. It's not hype. I mean, the strategy is, okay, we generated this hype and now we're going to leverage this hype to raise capital, attract talent, and try to turn the business around. That's definitely the strategy. And it's the best strategy for those companies. If I were the head of GameStop, the chairman of the board, or the chairman of the board at AMC, that's exactly what I'd be doing. I'd be playing right into the retail traders' hands. I'd be leveraging the frenzy and the momentum. I'd be issuing share sales. I'd be raising a bunch of capital. I'd be attracting new talent, and I would try to turn the ship around. It's still a very tough thing to do. Turnarounds are very hard to execute, especially when you're GameStop and AMC.
Okay.
What is the GameStop play? Try to make NFT marketplaces, sell video games online, all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. But there are a lot of players in those industries. Cloud gaming has proved to be quite a dud recently. A lot of the big tech companies launched cloud gaming platforms to a lot of hype, and they've had, the follow through has been very weak. The reception's been very weak. All the gamer friends I talk to are very disappointed by those cloud gaming platforms. So any cloud gaming dreams that GameStop has, I think, are pipeline dreams. If Microsoft can't pull it off, GameStop's not going to pull it off. The NFT game, okay, that's interesting. Create NFT marketplaces. I love NFTs. I think there's a big future there, but is the timing right for that right now? Is the market really ready for NFTs? The NFT market is absolutely crashing. Sales are down, I think, the stat, 98% from their peak. And not showing any signs of recovery. And cryptos are having a tough time right now. The world's concerned about energy prices. The world's concerned about a war. The world's concerned about food inflation. The world's not really concerned about NFTs and little buzzy drawings right now. So I don't think that the timing is right for that. And I also believe, even if the timing were right, a very competitive marketplace. A lot of people are getting into NFTs. It seems like everybody is getting into NFTs these days. So that creates a lot of competition. What is AMC doing? Okay, they're still a movie theater chain, and movie theaters are they're doing all right. Post-COVID bounce, but the post-COVID bounce has been much weaker than I would have expected. I thought it was going to be a bigger bounce based on the pent-up demand. You're still seeing streaming take a lot of share of viewing time based on the Nielsen reports that I look at every week. And, they're trying to accept cryptos and kind of play into that crypto crowd, and that's cool, but again, tough uphill battle here. So yes, these companies are doing what they should be doing. That doesn't mean they're going to succeed. It doesn't mean they're going to succeed. And I think it's going to be I'm not ruling them out. They absolutely could turn these things around. But it's going to be very hard. And to bet on it is a wild card bet. And I don't know if they succeed. I would not give them a greater than 50% chance of succeeding. If they do, I will tip my hat and applaud them and say, fantastic job, good for you. I love it when that stuff happens. That makes me super excited. But right now, as an investor, as an investment analyst, I don't see the risk reward in those stocks really making a lot of sense. And so I continue to avoid them. And another aspect of it is the valuations are pretty bloated. I mean, GameStop, let me check. It's a $10 billion company, right? And it's going to do $6 billion in sales this year. So that's only like a 1.7 times sales multiple, but it's going to lose $5.50 in earnings per share. It's going to lose another $3 next year. So, I mean, that $125 stock price doesn't make, a tremendous amount of sense. You look over at AMC. And what's the market cap there? So I had to reference these things because I don't look at these companies.
No, of course, yeah.
There's $7.5 billion on the market cap over there, and what are they going to do in revenues this year? They're going to do 4.5 billion, so 1.7 times forward sales on that. But again, $14 stock, $15 stock, going to lose money this year, going to lose money next year, going to lose money in 24, going to lose money in 25. Based on the consensus analyst estimates. So you got a 1.7 times sales multiple for a company that isn't growing very quickly and is going to lose money for a long time. So what I'm saying is that baked into these valuations of these meme stocks that are executing the right strategy is a high probability of success. I don't think that valuation calculus makes sense. So if those stocks were to come down and the implied probability of success move below 50%, then I'd be interested in them because then the risk reward starts to make sense. But at current levels, the risk reward doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So despite these companies executing the right strategy, I continue to just avoid those stocks. I think there are simply a lot better opportunities in the market right now.
Thanks for watching HGI Clips. For the full episode, head on over to our sister channel at Hypergrowth Investing by clicking the link in the description or listen to the podcast on any of your favorite streaming platforms. We make new episodes every Wednesday, so make sure to check it out and subscribe to never miss any of Luke's Hypergrowth insights.